our chapter name, some natural phenomena. And now it's topic 1, which is electric charge. In this topic, we will clear concept about the electric charge. Okay. So before starting that, let's do some small experiment. Okay, that take a plastic pen, or you can take plastic scale also. So, and another hand, let's take some piece of paper, the type of small pieces of paper. Okay, now if you rub in your hair this plastic pen, then it will get some charges. Fine. If you rub like that, it will get some charges, and now this plastic pen will be able to attract these small pieces of paper. This experiment you will try at home. Let me explain what happened here. So what is our experiment? Experiment is rubbing of plastic and attraction for small piece of papers. Now let us discuss what observation we made. That observations are plastics can attract the piece of paper. Now what happened in this experiment? Actually this plastic and after rubbing get some charge particles. Okay, they will get some charge particles. Now when you touch this plastic with the small pieces of paper, actually both of them, the plastics are sharing some electrons with the piece of paper. That means the paper gets some electron, gets some charge from where? From plastic. That means plastic loses some electron and the paper gains some electrons from the plastic. So our experiment and the observation. Let's discuss about the electric charges. So what we understand? One object gains some electron, gain charges, and another one lose some charges. So gain charge means what? Excess charges. Excess charges means it have negative charge, and losing charge, loss charge means lack of charges. Lack of charge means positive charge. Okay. So what we understand? We have two type of electric charge. One is negative charge, another is positive charge. And one more thing we will learn today, that like charges will repel each other, and unlike charges will attract each other. So I said like charges, that means negative charge and one more negative charge will repel each other, and I said unlike charges means negative and positive will attract each other. In this experiment we observed that after rubbing with the plastic and with hair, after rubbing, when we rubbed, they are getting equal and opposite charges. Remember this concept. If we rub two objects, they will get equal amount and opposite charges. Okay. Now we will discuss one more thing, which is about the testing of charges. Testing of charges. How we can test positive and negative charge. So suppose if I give any charged body Then suppose positive or negative, any one charge it have, one charged body. So it can attract any uncharged body. Okay, it can attract any uncharged body, and also it can attract its opposite charge also. Okay, so one thing it can do, number one, it can attract an uncharged body. Number two, it can attract opposite charges. So that means for the attraction, we cannot conclude that the body is uncharged or charged. We cannot conclude. That means the attraction test is not a sure test for charges. One more thing is that suppose you have positive charge. So number one, it can happen, it will repel another what? Positive charge. Isn't it? And one more thing, if you have a negative charge, then number two, it can do, it will repel any negative charge. That means now you are sure that from these two conclusions, we are sure that another body is surely charged. So we can conclude that repulsion is the sure testing of the charge, but not the attraction. From the attraction, maybe the another body will be uncharged also or opposite charge also. We are not sure. But in the repulsion case, surely the another body will be charged, maybe positive, maybe negative. Now let's discuss about the atom. Inside the atoms also electric charges are present. Now in atoms, two type of charge will be there. One is positive charge and another is negative charge. One is positive charge and another is negative charge. The name of the positive charge inside the atom is proton, and the name of the negative charge inside the atom is electron. And one thing is that the amount of proton and electron inside the atom is same. So we can write here both the proton and electron will be same amount inside the atom. So now see, same amount of positive charge, same amount of negative charge. And one more thing we can conclude that any atom is neutral in nature, as they have same amount of positive charge and same amount of negative charge. Now one more thing is that by the rubbing process, any object always object will get equal charges, equal and opposite charges. Why? Because every time every object have the atoms, and the atoms have equal number of positive and negative charge. So if we rub any substance, any object, they will get always equal and opposite charge. Okay, thank you.